From the weather team you can trust, here's Chief Meteorologist Eric Snyder.
After temperatures spiked well into the 40s earlier this afternoon, we're going to take our foot off the gas in the warm spring-like weather department here. Snowflakes are already flying around, albeit lightly, but indicative of the reality that colder air has settled back in. Current temperature at the Rochester airport is at 34 degrees. A few weeks ago, we'd be calling a night like tonight balmy, but after some of the relatively milder air that we've had now, subjectively speaking, it is definitely chillier. And the wind out of the west at 20 miles per hour is not helping things either, driving your wind chill down into the low 20s. That whole cold front that came by earlier this afternoon, that thing is long gone. In the wake of this, we have a smattering of generally light snow showers. Not much showing up around the Rochester area, but we know we've got some light snow falling. It looks a bit more impressive the farther west you go. But even here, some of the live cameras say, yeah, it's snowing harder there, but even the thruway is still snow-free. So travel-wise, it does not appear like this is going to be a high-impact go of things. And I think that's the general vibe going into the weekend. We're going to keep snow in the forecast, both Saturday and Sunday. Off and on, there's not a part of the day that I would tell you, hey, it's going to be more likely here versus there. Frankly, we're going to have a hard time telling you location-wise which spot is going to be more likely or more apt than others to get some snow showers. It's just everybody's got a chance. Almost seemingly random and chaotic with the snow showers around here. Now that'll be through your weekend, and I've got highs both weekend days right around the freezing mark, which means any accumulation, which will be limited, will probably favor the high elevations, the high terrain where they're likely to be a couple of degrees cooler. This is your Sunday forecast, back maybe in the mid-30s here. Now note, things start looking a little interesting farther off to our southeast Sunday night into Monday. That more solid shield of snowfall is going to be courtesy of an explosive nor'easter that at this point we're pretty convinced this is going to happen. There's going to be this really strong wave of low pressure that bombs out across the Atlantic seaboard. The track of that is going to have some implications on the Atlantic seaboard, but less for us. Now check this out. This is the radar evolution according to the NAM model. Watch this thing just go boom. And look at the widespread heavy snow from the nation's capital to New York City to Boston. I mean, this could be a high, big-ticket kind of event for them if this takes more of an inland track. But for us, we're too far removed to the west to have direct primary impacts from this. But let me at least just highlight one thing. What is that wind flow on the west side of a nor'easter? North to south, so some collateral damage perhaps for us into early next week. Through the weekend, nothing more than a trace to maybe an inch or two. But let's factor in what that nor'easter wants to do. Hundreds of miles off to our east, if it's pulling in colder air and the lake effect flow becomes a bit more favorable, all right, now we could be talking about perhaps several inches of localized accumulation out of that just because of the overall wind flow around that. And breezy conditions and colder conditions. In fact, I'm thinking by probably Tuesday morning, we could be talking about wind chills, Teresa, below zero if that nor'easter is on the stronger end of the spectrum. Again, not anything we haven't experienced many times so far this winter, but it's still a thing.